Okay, so welcome back, everyone. We should really think of a podcast name for this because we just say welcome back to our podcast, but we should probably think of some name. But welcome back. You had the podcast with Beth last week, which I hope you enjoyed. This week is going to be quite a light-hearted one, and as you can see, we are missing one of our quartet. Becky is taking care of 3 children, so has a much harder job than we do. So hopefully she's doing okay. She's a little bit stressed this morning, but let's hope she's doing all right. This podcast isn't going to be too much of a conversation, really. We're going to play the game most likely to. So we're going to go through loads of scenarios, and as you can see, we can all hold them up. We've got various different ways where we've written down our 4 names. So Chloe, me, Becky, and Jamie. And basically, we'll go through and we'll answer how we think these questions best suit the person. Pretty much, very obvious game. I've got a load of questions written down, but anyone fire questions away. And then also you watching, if you have any questions you want us to engage with after this, put it down in the comments, or potentially say if you agree with us or disagree with us. And yeah, let's kick it off. So some of these I've made up myself, and some of these I've just gone on the top 100 most likely questions. So some of these are a bit interesting. The first one I've written down is who's most likely to be rich? But I'm going to change it, and I'm going to say who's most likely to win the lottery?
To win the lottery is a hard one.
Who's most?
So,
that's so
I think,
hard.
but rich and lottery is different questions. I think
They are. Do you want to do 2 separate questions?
Yeah, I think.
All right, we'll do lottery first.
Questions.
Do lottery first.
Yeah.
He's most likely to win the lottery. Probably.
Right, we'll do it in. So I'll count down and do 3, 2, 1, and then we'll hold up our answers. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Why have you gone Becky?
I didn't want to go for myself, so no, I didn't think it would. Don't know. I just thought that Becky. I don't know. Out of everyone, I just thought Becky would. There's not really any reason as such, but
I went you because you do all the scratch cards and things like
Yeah.
that.
I do like.
And I can just see you just being like, I just bought a lottery ticket once, and I won 2 million.
Yeah, like proper jammy, like
The only lottery ticket you've ever won.
I'm quite lucky like this stuff, jammy games. Like people want to play like pool and stuff. I'm quite lucky. Not the time.
Yeah.
You're a hustler.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do the next one then, because it is a different question. You're right, Jamie. Who's most likely to be rich? 3, 2, 1. Oh, you can vote me. I've gone Becky.
Yeah, Becky.
I was toying between you and Becky.
Yeah, I was thinking. Becky's good shout.
I reckon
she
Becky
does a PhD and all that, so it could be professional or something. But
I don't know. I reckon Becky could potentially make it big in politics. Make
that's
money
true.
through there and go into sort of consultancy if she wants. So I think a lot of money in consultancy. So
that is true.
That was my thoughts behind it.
I think because you're obviously I thought you might be richer because you're quite fairly clever. So but you're smart, clever in terms of like when something. No, you're happy to step in if something's not quite right and have to speak up a bit more. So
I just had the mindset of you could just become a CEO one day and earn loads of money. So
well, shower me with compliments. Thanks. The next one, completely change of pace. Who's most likely to embarrass themselves in public?
Cross. Just a question. Do we have to vote for ourselves in these ones?
Yeah, of course. You're allowed to do yourself. Or I'm torn between 2. All right, 3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna go myself. Yeah. I'm sure it's been done already a few times.
I was torn between Jamie and Becky, to be honest. I reckon Becky wouldn't embarrass herself. I don't think. I think Becky would be extreme in public or whatever, but we would embarrass, I don't know, maybe Jamie, who's next to her, but she wouldn't be embarrassed, if that makes sense.
Embarrass other people.
Yeah, she'd style it out or whatever. Yeah.
At times I feel a bit not embarrassed, but sometimes when Becky rushes off and does, they're like campaigns, just rush off and speak to someone. It's like, I'm really worried about going to speak to someone. she just is not embarrassed at all, is she? She just does it. And then...
But I think if we're going to include the question, who's most likely to embarrass themselves, I don't know, under the influence, Jamie Harris wins all day.
Most likely, probably, yeah.
Okay, next one. Who's most likely to cry at a film?
Oh,
Mm.
I got one.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Really?
That's
That's
okay,
so funny.
I thought you would. Have you ever
I
cried?
think
much?
I think I've cried at like 3 films in my life. I think I cried at The Fault in Our Stars. To be fair, I cried at Inside Out, the Disney
okay.
film.
Wow. Why?
Pardon?
Why?
There's just like a bit in the film where like all her like I think it's all her different personalities start crumbling because she has this massive fight with her parents, and it's really sad.
What about
So
Toy
yeah,
Story?
probably me, to be fair.
Why did you say Becky?
I don't know. I can just imagine her sitting on her sofa with a big tub of ice cream, like crying to the Notebook. I just had that vision in my head. I was like, yeah, Becky.
Oh, yeah, that's funny. No, I've only really. I haven't
Okay.
cried much, but I watched Afterlife recently. That was made me cry a few times during that.
Yeah.
If you ever watched that.
Oh yeah, it's that series on Netflix, isn't it?
Yeah, it's with Ricky Gervais. It's quite sad
Yeah.
on occasions. It's quite funny as well at some points, but obviously,
Yeah.
it's quite sad. That's
It is sad.
Apart from that,
It's weird, isn't it? Because he likes to try and balance the sad and the funny. So you see something will be really sad, and then immediately after they'll try and pick you up. I think it's like that.
It's clever.
English graduates, don't come at me here, but I think it's that Shakespearean thing where he like makes things seem more sad than they are because you've just had a laugh, or vice versa. If that makes sense.
Seems like that. Yeah.
But English graduates, don't come at me because I don't know if that's sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. Next one is most likely to die first in a zombie film.
Zombie film.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
It's quite hard. I don't actually know.
It is hard.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that obvious though. It's interesting that we've all gone for the same person, but I don't think it's that obvious.
I can just see me just like, I can see that. I don't know why. I could just see myself, come across a zombie or something and just, or being all, I don't know, acting all a bit nervous around it and then just
I can just see you, Jamie. I don't know why. I've just got this vision in my head where, like, let's say the 4 of us are together and we're all trying to run away. I can see you being like falling over or like tripping at the wrong time, and suddenly that's it. Jamie's gone.
Yeah, run away from a crocodile or something. The crocodile's chasing you, running behind, and I just trip, and that's it. And everyone else gets away. Yeah.
Or Jamie, you'll do something even more idiotic, like you'll be running away from the zombies and you'll trip and you'll die from something else. The zombies won't even get you. Like it'll be something else.
Die from infection or something. Yeah.
Okay. Next question: who's most likely to accidentally? It says kill someone. Do we want to answer that, or do we want to say hurt?
Hurt. Yeah.
Kill someone's funny.
Okay. Most likely to accidentally kill someone.
Oh God! I don't think I know
This is actually really hard.
Yeah.
I'm actually torn between two. Oh, actually.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Becky, yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Nice.
I was thinking exactly
I wasn't
the same.
expecting all of us to go there.
No.
What were your reasings?
I just thought of all the speeding tickets she's had.
True.
And thought she's probably bound to get one through that.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Also, she's all a bit. Sometimes she rushes a lot all over the place. So it's like she's doing busy person. So she might not.
I wonder who Becky would put. I think Becky would have put you, Jamie. Actually.
Probably. Yeah. It's interesting to see actually who would discuss who thinks Becky would have put as well. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think Becky would have put herself.
No, definitely not. He wouldn't do.
She'll probably watch this. She'll probably watch this video and we'll get a load of messages being like, "How outrageous that you think I'll kill someone." That you think I'd cry at a film first, that you think I'd embarrass myself in public. Is this how you really feel about me? To be honest, I don't really have a reason why I said Becky's most likely to accidentally kill someone. I just
come straight to mind.
Out of the 4 of us, I think she probably is. Okay, this one might be quite obvious. Who's most likely to become Prime Minister? 3, 2, 1. Don't really need to explain that one.
But unfortunately, it might be quite difficult though, considering Labour aren't in power.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
maybe she's the one who turns it around.
I can't see her joining the Tories. So
Oh
No.
God, no! She's probably
Yeah.
just got a shiver down her spine now that you've mentioned that, Jamie.
Yeah, no,
Her name and
yeah.
the Tories in the same sentence.
Yeah.
But yeah, Becky by far is the most likely to become or to go into any sort of politics, I think, in the future.
I wouldn't be decisive enough. I don't think I'd be. I'd be too flustery. Like fluster.
What at the debates?
The debates, especially Prime Minister's questions. I'd be really. I think I'll fluster a lot during them. Yeah.
Yeah, Becky would be amazing at that. To be fair,
Yeah.
she'd be great. Most likely to break a pointless world record.
Point. What? So like, not.
Just
random.
Like I don't know. Yeah, random. Like most likely to break 60 watermelons in a minute, for example, with their head.
Oh.
3, 2, 1.
I was torn between me and Jamie, to be fair.
Yeah.
But
Interesting. We've all got different people.
it's when you said watermelons, I could imagine Jamie being that person to just be like, do you know what?
Yeah.
I can imagine you, Chloe, doing something sport related that's a bit weird and like creating a video around it or something, or editing a video around it.
Yeah, that is true.
Most keepy ups with an exercise ball or something.
Yeah, or headers. Oh God, yeah.
No, it's just, yeah, I'm not sure. I don't really know reason. I just wasn't sure. I think it could be anyone, really, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Most likely to be arrested.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Jamie.
You guys put I put Jamie.
Yeah. I haven't got arrested yet, so.
Yeah, not yet.
Yeah.
I think, to be fair, I was toying between Jamie and Becky, because Becky will probably end up in like prison for, I don't know, something to do with politics.
Yeah, some activism. That's
Some
exactly
activism,
what I thought.
yeah. I just thought Jamie's drunk antics, and thought, he'll probably get arrested for that one day.
Drunk and disorderly.
Yeah.
Or Becky could be like, road rage or something,
Yeah. Oh yeah, true.
Can you be arrested for road rage?
Sure you can. It's extreme.
To be fair, I did say that Becky is most likely to kill someone, so maybe I should have put Becky.
Yeah.
To be fair, I suppose if you get out the car with road rage and punch someone in the face, you could probably be arrested for that then, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This next one is really interesting. Most likely to laugh at a funeral.
Oh, Christ.
I have my answer to this. 3, 2, 1. Oh, so me and Chloe both said ourselves.
Yeah.
I'd say, I couldn't admit. I wouldn't want to admit to that. So.
Yeah. To be fair, I've never actually been to a funeral. But I just don't really. I don't know. I just can imagine me laughing.
Yeah, the reason I said myself is that like, I don't really. Nobody likes being sad, so I don't know.
No,
I don't really like being sad, so I try and combat that with humor, and I'll try to find humor and stuff, which is a positive and a negative.
Well, sometimes a good funeral is good laugh. It's sometimes quite positive. That's what people want.
I've only ever been to one, so
yeah.
And you said, who did you say? Sorry, Jamie. Chloe.
I said Chloe. Yeah.
Who is most likely to become a social media influencer? 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I said it was either me or Becky, but I'm gonna go with me.
Yeah, especially with your new Instagram page. Give it a shout out for it. Give it a follow.
Give it a plug. Go on, give it a plug.
No.
Yeah, we don't really need to say much more than that. You want to go into media as a career as well, don't you? So
you're more tech. Not maybe not tech, but they're more like social media aware. You are.
Yeah.
And you love a boomerang, so
love it. I've slowed down recently though. I don't do many anymore.
Is that because
Which is good.
there's no things to do boomerangs on because we're
Yeah.
inside? Or...
Yeah. There's only so many boomerangs I can do with my cat. Like.
Yeah.
You can't do shimmies, can't you? I only do shimmies and boomerangs.
Shimmies, yeah. Jamie's famous shimmies.
Yeah.
Who is most likely to become a superhero? So I think this question means like, who's most likely to actually get superpowers?
Oh my god.
Like, I don't know, bitten by a spider, or
like changing to Superman or something, and then do something. Okay.
No, not like put on the costume.
Costume, no, yeah.
No.
Yeah. Most have special powers.
Yeah, this one. I mean, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I just
I
you
don't know
seem
why.
like the best option.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
The more likely option.
That was one of the ones that was on. That was definitely one of the ones that was on the website, and I was like, I have no idea, but sure, let's put that one down.
Let's do it. Yeah. Yeah, I just don't know why. To be honest, I just think that. Yeah, just think that you might have more chance.
What would each of our like superpower be? So not something like super strength or whatever, but like Chloe could be the superpower to become the best social media influencer. I don't know. That's a hard question.
Yeah.
Don't know superpower.
What would you want your superpower to be, Jamie?
Yeah, I was trying to think. Yeah, I was trying to work out what to. What about invisibility? That's quite cool.
Yeah, I think we did a quiz, didn't we, at the union where we all had to. I think Chloe, you and I both put Did we both
teleportation?
Say teleport?
Teleport.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, invisibility.
Because how amazing would it be if you just went, right, I want to go to Australia now. Boom.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Or just say you got to wake up in the morning and you have to say, oh, I have to walk 10 minutes to work. So at least I have to just teleport there. That'd be easier.
Yeah.
So for you, Jamie, that means you could wake up 10 minutes later. And
exactly,
love that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Every minute's vital. Any extra minute you get is vital in the morning.
What about, I don't know if you two are too young, but do you remember Bernard's watch where he used to be able to stop time with his stopwatch?
I think so.
So he'd have like a stopwatch and he'd press the thing and then all time would freeze apart from him.
Yeah.
A bit like on Harry Potter where they go back, they use that watch to
it's time turn or whatever it is.
Time turn, yeah. So you could
but they travel back in time, whereas he just like presses the thing and it stops time.
Oh, see.
That's
so
cool.
everything freezes.
Apart from you, yeah.
Apart from you, yeah.
No one would do anything.
Yeah. But you could wake up at, say you start work at 8:59. You could wake up at 8:59, stop the clock, and then go to work. Yeah. Who is most likely to talk their way out of trouble? 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. It's obvious. I wouldn't be very good at lying, so I'm not very good at lying. So that's.
But I also think Becky would be most likely to talk her way into trouble as well.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
So I think she'd do both.
She'd happily go out her way.
Sorry?
That's what I just said. She was happily go out her way to cause trouble.
Yeah. I think she would. So, like, if a policeman pulled her over, I think she'd be the best at talking her way out of trouble. But also, I think she could talk her way into trouble just as easily.
Definitely. No, 100%. Yeah.
Who is most likely to have the most children in their lives?
For the most children?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Oh, interesting. Becky's the obvious answer.
Yeah, she's already got one.
Yeah, exactly. Well, she's looking after 3 at the moment. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think probably Becky at the moment.
Yeah.
I don't know. I put Jamie just because I can see you, Jamie, settling down, having about 4, maybe 5 children, having your own primary school.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, it would have been interesting. Hopefully Becky comments in some of these because I want to see what she would say.
Yeah.
We've sort of already answered this one, but we'll do it anyway. Who is the best liar? 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Becky again. Becky again. Another one.
I think that's a positive and a negative though. Liar liar sounds like a really harsh word, but it's not necessarily a harsh thing.
Sometimes you need to lie tactically, you know, so it's not like
Yeah.
And
withhold the truth.
Well, is that a lie, or are you just not telling the truth?
Yeah.
Is there a difference?
Let us know what you think on the comments below.
Look at that, trying to get the engagement.
we get so much engagement with comments, don't we? So yeah.
Who is the most easily frustrated? 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, myself.
Yeah.
It's quite a simple on that one. I'll go easy.
Yeah. The amount of times like we've been in the office, or even now since lockdown, and all you hear is where Jamie's just getting frustrated.
I do that always. I do. Like that a lot.
Yeah. I think Adam refers to it as like Jamie's growling again. We better stay away.
Yeah. No, that's fun. Yeah.
But it will sometimes just be over things that you like. I swear you've like done it. Like the thing you wanted to achieve is achieved, and then you're still getting frustrated by. So like I don't know. Let's say you wanted to load an app or something, and it wasn't loading. You then get it to upload to get it to load, and then you're still frustrated that it took you 20 minutes to get it to load.
Well, yeah. I know. I'll get frustrated over little things. Yeah.
Who is the most likely to have plastic surgery?
Oh my god, that's really hard.
Or let's rephrase it. Who is the most likely to not want plastic surgery, but who would be the most open to having it? I guess is a different question. Because when you, I think it infers who do you think is the most likely to have plastic surgery? You're inferring who do you think needs plastic surgery, and that's not what we're inferring.
No, we're not referring to who most. Yeah.
Who do you think would get it, basically? 3, 2, 1.
Oh shit! I don't know. I don't really know, but I'll go for Chloe.
Yeah, I'm not like I don't really get it, like, but I would be open to the idea. It depends how many wrinkles I get.
Well, yeah, I said the same. I'd be open to it. I'm not saying I'd want it.
Yeah.
But, have you looked up some of the prices of it? Some of it's absolutely obscene. Like when you look at some of the people that have all the surgeries, and they're like, "Yeah, I spent $100 grand on my left toe," and you're like, "Why?"
It's a hell of a job, though. Surgeons, hell of a job, apparently. But if you were to do it, to do plastic surgery?
Like plastic surgeon.
Plastic surgeons, hell of a hard job. Yeah.
I bet.
They earn a lot of money, though.
They're very lot of money. Yeah.
Well, I suppose one slip up and that's it. Like you potentially ruin someone's face. Like.
Yeah. There's different types of plastic surgery, though, isn't there? Like, you can obviously have cosmetic plastic surgery, or you can have like reconstructive, or you can, because there's plastic surgeons that work for the NHS as well. So it's not
all private. Yeah.
Yeah, because me as well. Whenever I think of plastic surgeons, I think of like the Hollywood Hills type that are working on like Kim Kardashian and things like that. But that's not always the case.
No.
Yeah.
Next question. Who is the biggest perfectionist?
Okay.
I'm going to say this person, but I'm not actually sure I believe it. So this might be a talking point. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Okay. So I'll say why I said Jamie, but then I actually don't think it is Jamie, but I didn't know who else to put. No. So Jamie, you're very like detailed oriented, so you're like focus on this one tiny thing to try get it done. But then also there's situations where you're like, oh, that's it's good enough. It's good enough. It's fine.
Yeah.
So,
it's a bit inconsistent. It's a bit inconsistent sometimes. Yeah.
But it's not necessarily inconsistent, but you're like sometimes you'll focus on like small details. But then other times, then as a whole project, you'll be like, oh, no, that's fine. That's good enough for the whole project. But for that one detail, you wanted that one detail perfect.
Got it. Yeah. I don't know about you. I could just see you being, because obviously you're being a perfectionist. You know, like to make sure you read all the papers before meetings or whatever, to make sure.
Skimmed them.
Skimmed them.
Skimmed.
Skimmed them. Yeah. We like being organised, as I was saying before, stuff.
Yeah.
And
that's
you know,
true.
that's like things to run smoothly and stuff like that. You know.
I think I only pick myself just because of like when I do photography, editing, and that I have to kind of be a perfectionist anyway to make sure it's like perfect.
Yeah, I think I'd probably actually change my answer to you now.
Yeah.
Because of the video editing stuff.
Yeah.
So we actually don't have that many more questions. So if you have any, start thinking of them.
Oh,
So who is most likely? Sorry?
No, I was just saying, I've got about 10 minutes. That's all right. That's fine.
Okay. So who is most likely to have a night like the Hangover film? So, you know, like the original Hangover film where you wake up and you haven't got a clue what you've done.
That's funny.
Yeah, probably.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Thing is, I went Becky because I think she could get drunk and get herself into more situations, more like funny situations. Whereas Jamie, I think you'll just get drunk and you'll just laugh and like eventually go home and have a kebab and go to sleep.
yeah, I don't really get. Yeah, I don't. What was the question again? The question was what?
So who's most likely to have a night like the Hangover film? So you know the original one.
Yeah. So I don't think I would. I tend to. Sometimes I don't remember much, but I don't think I ever get that bad in terms of like.
No, it was more. I think it was more about like the craziness of the night rather than not remembering it due to alcohol. It was more about getting themselves into crazy situations when they have had a drink, for example.
I mean, Becky's someone, she would agree to something stuff in the smoking area and stuff, didn't she? She agrees to like talk to people, and then she go back. Oh, I don't remember talking to them. Did I talk to them about that? Then she'd have to. She's agreed to be part of this committee or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
I think Chloe, you said it the other time when we spoke, but Becky is the best at making friends in the smoking area with random people.
Yeah.
And Jamie, you're right. I can see that then spiraling into. So if we compare it to like the Hangover, someone in the smoking area will say, "Oh, I've got a tiger. Do you want to go come have a look at my tiger back at the house?" And then Becky goes, "Yeah, obviously," and goes to see this tiger, and then
yeah, I can see that. Yeah, that's funny.
Who is most likely to want to do a third sabbatical term? 3, 2, 1.
Put myself.
Yeah, I was toying between you and Becky.
I put myself only because I think obviously I think I've had enough time, obviously, but I think if I could have probably I probably would have done. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Becky maybe, but now she's going to go on and do her PhD and things like that. She'll probably
that's true.
Move on, but who knows? She could want to do it, but we're not even allowed. But
no one in the country's allowed, so it's not just us. No one. In the country.
Yeah, and I think that makes sense, to be honest.
Yeah,
I think it's good that unions have turnover, keep unions fresh, and plus, a lot of the time, sabbaticals in second year just become a bit out of touch. To be fair, I think that's a fair thing to say in terms of like you learn the role, the role so much better. Like we're all so much better at doing the job, if you want to do the job now, than we were at the start. But we probably slightly more out of touch because we just haven't been a student for 2 years.
Yeah.
No, exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, they're all the questions I have on my list. Does anyone have any that have sprung to mind immediately?
I had one. Who is most likely to pack up and move abroad?
Oh, that's a good one.
Pack up.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Yes, I think it's between me and Becky. But
I just thought perhaps she travelled a lot, and I know you want to travel. It's between you and Becky. Yeah, I can see her getting fed up with the politics here. So she's like, I'm just going to go to a country where there's no Canada.
Yeah.
Yes, there's no.
Well, she wants New Zealand, doesn't she? That's her dream.
Yeah.
Me, I've always just sort of thought there's more more to life than staying in England, and the grass is a lot of the time greener somewhere else.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think just get used to. Also, we're used to living here, so you sort of don't really want to change. I don't really want to change it, to be honest. So it'd be hard to adjust to it. You would adjust to it, obviously, wouldn't you? But yeah.
And I think England or Britain, whatever, does have its limitations, but we do need to be thankful of. We do live in a place that does have free healthcare, for example, and does have other things that we wouldn't have in other places. So, but yeah. Jamie, have you got any?
I've got a few. I just think of the top of my head. I've got a few. Who's most likely to forget a parent's birthday or brother or sister's birthday?
Nice.
Or something like that. Because obviously it's quite bad, isn't it? Embarrassing if you forget your own parents or brother or sister.
Oh God.
I think I know.
3, 2, 1.
Oh,
Look, I'll put you out your misery. It's 100%. It's me. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, I'm just so bad at remembering birthdays and things like that. So, example. So it's too similar, but my parents had their 30th wedding anniversary recently, and I remembered. So it was literally a couple of days ago. And I remembered it last week, and I was like, right, okay, I need to get them something, blah, blah, blah. And then just forgot, and then didn't get them anything. And then on the day, I've then gone on Moonpig and gone, so they'll get something on Friday. But yeah, just forgot.
That's funny.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes it is. It's just you just get caught up. You just don't think about it. Do you? If you're at home, you just get more reminded, don't you? By if your mum and dad say, live with your mum and dad. If your dad's birthday, mum used to remind you, didn't she? Dad's birthday, or whatever. But well.
Why did you say? I know I said it's 100% me, but why did you say?
Well, because I thought Becky did forget something. I'm sure she forgot. I remember her saying she forgot her sisters or something, or mum. Is it mum?
Oh, maybe.
A day after. I think it was her mum's birthday. I remember her saying that she forgot. She did remember the day after, and she felt really bad, obviously. But,
she forgot you. She forgot you, Jamie, didn't she? Once.
To Medway.
Oh yeah.
I mean, not that you complained, but.
Oh no. Well, yeah. No, I love going to Medway. It's fine.
Have you got any others?
What I've got. Most likely? Who's most likely to get struck by lightning?
Oh. Random.
3, 2, 1.
I feel like I've put Jamie for like majority. It's just a clumsy thing that would happen to you, Jamo.
I know it would. Anything clumsy involves me, really.
Yeah.
Have you got one more?
Yes, I was trying to look. Anyone else got any others? Oh, I'm thinking.
I can't think of any.
Yeah, I can't. We can end it there. We've done quite a few.
Yeah. I've done quite a lot, haven't we?
Yeah. Right. So, thanks for watching. We tried to keep this one quite lighthearted because we've got some possibly heavier podcasts coming next week and the week after that. So tune in for those and make sure that you are looking at all the groups that we put things on, and keep engaging with us. The engagement is really great. That's one of the good things that have happened out of lockdown is the fact that we seem to be engaging with a lot wider range of students than we did before, which has been really fantastic for us personally as sabbaticals, but as a students' union as well. So make sure that you are engaging with us on these podcasts. Make sure you let us know if you like them. Put any more most likely to questions to create some conversation around different things if you want, and let us know if you think we were right in some of our answers, or whether you thought it was me that was most likely to die first in a zombie film, for example, or whatever. But thanks for joining us again, and hopefully we'll see you next time. See you later.
Thank you, everyone. See you later.